Too young to get old, but too old to play. And I've been drowning, and I'm hopeless inside. I need to refresh my memory, refresh my mind. I need a shaker. I need a girl who wants to please me. I need a shaker. Yeah, a woman like a cool breeze.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in, and welcome to another great episode of Granted Radio. I am the man with a face shaved for radio, Alex Ellsbury. Leading this production is the jack of all trades and master of even more, Emo Aladdin.
Hey guys, what's going on?
And sitting across the table from him is the marketing Machiavelli. That's right, Hazem, I didn't forget you.
Nice.
Hazem Aladdin. And today we are very excited to have... Well, I think eventually we're going to have half of Electric Mud. Right now we've got a quarter of Electric Mud. Yeah. You want to introduce yourself?
Mark Hansen from Electric Mud.
Great.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for joining us today. We
Yeah, man, thanks
appreciate
for
it.
making it. So, what's your part in the band?
Singer and guitarist.
Cool. Songwriter, chief songwriter?
Yeah, chief songwriter.
How much of a percentage do you say you write?
I write all the lyrics, and I kind of craft the songs, but the way we kind of go about the process is we have jams. I kind of piece them together or edit them into a structure and then bring them back to the guys, and then we make it into a more like cohesive song.
Oh, cool.
And then I usually put lyrics. I have stacks of lyrics because I don't like write to a song.
Right.
Okay.
I usually just write. So I just go back and then I do editing pretty much. I take lyrics and fit them into songs.
Mm-hmm.
Good for
Once
you.
in a while, it'll be like a song comes with the music, but usually it's not for
Yeah.
us.
So is it poetry? Is that what it is? Or is it just writing?
I really consider it editing because
Okay.
I guess you would say it's poetry when I
Yeah.
write it,
Right.
but then I go back to fit it into a song to make it sound like
Oh,
a good
cool.
lyric.
Uh-huh.
So I would say editing is the biggest part of my songwriting process, honestly,
All right, nice.
because everything else is easy.
Uh-huh.
It's fitting it in on that final moment that's not.
Yeah, that sounds tough. So how long have you guys been doing this?
Well, me and my brother, we were playing back in New York. That's where we grew up.
Okay.
2008, we started jamming.
So you grew up in New York?
Yep.
That's
born
cool.
and raised in Staten Island.
No shit.
My brother and I.
Okay, cool. What made you guys move all the way out here?
Military, mainly.
Okay.
Yeah,
What? Army, Navy?
Navy.
Navy. Oh,
No kidding.
San
We
Diego.
have an older brother.
Yeah, that makes
We have
sense.
a big family, so our older brother was living out here. He was in the military. We
Uh-huh.
kind of wanted. Plus, it's California, so
Right.
it's like the place you dream about when you're
Exactly.
Yeah, it's pretty
Were you
fucking
guys
sweet.
Marines or Navy SEALs or?
Navy. I was a SEAL.
You were a SEAL?
kidding,
Cool. Wow, man, that's not easy.
No.
I had a friend who went through it, and it's torture. Well, it's not torture. You guys get used to it, but
Yeah,
the
you know what
stories.
you're getting into.
Yeah, the stories he told me were just horrendous. I was like, wow, man, that's really scary stuff.
So how did you transition from being a Navy SEAL to playing music? Because that's a big jump.
Well, I was playing music before I was.
I mean, that makes sense.
Okay. So when did you start playing music?
Well, we started like doing the band thing in 2008,
Mhm.
but I probably started playing guitar junior year in
Oh,
high
there
school.
you-
Hey.
How's it going?
We were just getting started here, so
Yeah.
you want to introduce yourself? Tell us who you are a little bit.
I'm Matty, Mark's younger brother.
Cool.
From the same place,
Cool.
Did
What
you
do you
guys
play?
come out here together at the same time? You guys came out here?
Yeah, me and Mark. Well, I moved out when I was 18 to San Diego to live with one of our other brothers, Dave.
Yeah.
And Mark moved out about 2 years later.
Okay.
And then we both joined the Navy together, same day, same boot camp
Really?
class. Yeah, the whole nine.
So even in the Navy, you guys were together?
That's right.
Did they separate you guys? Did they put you in different?
Nah, we were
No?
together.
That's cool.
Together as long as possible till
That's
I went
nice.
to a ship and
Yeah.
he went on to do his thing.
Okay. So you guys have been together basically your whole lives.
Absolutely.
Cool. Very cool. Yeah, my brother moved to the East Coast, and I fucking never see him anymore. That sucks
It
balls.
does suck. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine.
By the way,
I'm a little jealous.
my buddy George rolled with me.
Okay.
We're staying in LA all day.
Cool.
We're going to a concert later, so.
Oh yeah, where are you guys? Who are you guys gonna see?
Well, my cousin Matt bought Fish tickets for
Yeah, they're in town.
Nice.
my guitarist Colton, who I thought was rolling with you, but I guess not.
Fish.
That's a great
Great
concert.
communication going on.
Yeah, no, well, it really was a ridiculous night. We just threw a show together, and Mark just came home from 5 weeks of being away doing his thing,
Wow.
and then that was the first time I saw him for almost since New York, basically.
When was that?
First week of July.
Yeah, a friend of mine was at the Fish concert last night.
Okay.
Loved it. He
I
said
don't
it
know
was
what
a
I'm
good show.
getting into with
Oh,
that.
first time?
Like, yeah, I don't listen to Fish,
Me neither.
but my
Yeah.
cousin is a huge advocate, and he plays bass, so
Okay.
You know.
Fellow bass player. I
It's a
love it.
complete event. I mean, I went to one. God, was it 20 years ago or something in Denver? And just the whole parking lot is a complete event. I mean,
sick.
yeah, the whole event. Songs go on for like 20 minutes. You know,
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, the light
we were all
shows.
on acid that day. So it
Oh
was
boy. Oh boy.
freaky.
Nah, my cousin told me they don't have openers or closers. They just come out
Yeah.
and do
No
a,
kidding. I didn't know
like
that.
a 2-hour set, and then they walk off for 20 minutes, and they come back out and just crush it again.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's pretty sick.
It
If you're at
is.
that point where you can just decide how a concert's gonna go, I don't know any other band who does
No,
that.
they're very powerful that way.
You're right.
Pretty sick.
And they do it night in, night out. It's crazy.
Yeah, they must love it, man.
So you said you have a big family. How big's the family?
8 kids.
8 kids?
Yeah, 8 siblings.
And then where do you guys line up in the?
They're the last 2 boys.
Okay.
There's a girl in between us.
Yeah. My God.
Yeah.
All the musical?
7 boys.
Not just us.
You're the ones that got the bug.
Yeah.
Okay. How'd you guys find out that you were musical? Was it an instrument or was it the voice?
The music, I think, just listening.
Yeah.
I played a little bit of piano. I was interested as a kid, but wasn't ever like a disciplined person. But
I get that.
yeah. But listening to music, and then Matt was a little bit younger than me, and he started listening to music, and it was really about listening to music.
Right. Learning. Right.
Yeah.
Educating yourselves.
Yeah.
So who were your professors? Who were your top bands you're listening to growing up?
Stones, Tom Petty.
I saw the shirt.
Yeah.
Man.
Stones for sure. You guys have a huge influence
Yeah.
on Stones.
Big
It's
time.
funny, whenever we're asked that question, those are the 2 answers every time.
You don't get
We
those
can't
2
get away
together.
from it.
No.
You'll get one or the other, but rarely do you get 2 kind of grouped together.
Yeah.
So is it, so between Plant and Petty, who was the main influence vocally?
You mean
Oh no, he means
Mick Jagger?
Mick Jagger. Mick Jagger.
Sorry,
for sure, Mick Jagger.
All right. I mean, I love Plant. I love Plant.
we're gonna edit that out, right?
We'll see. We'll see. I like to take down
Yeah,
a peg or
keep
two,
it in
so.
there. Keep it in there.
Mark used to play records when I remember being like, I had to be like 11 or 12. I was just listening to garbage, But
Good band, though.
We did get we got brought up always with oldies on, which
Yeah.
we now have dug into the depths of.
Oh, cool.
Marcus is like a record machine, so it's like, is there a record machine? Does that exist?
That's
Yeah,
okay. I know I
here
got
it-
that.
Marcus
That's fine. It works.
Marcus like
It
a
works.
jukebox is what I meant. So you get a wealth of everything from it.
Yeah.
It's coming in all the time. So from a young age, I'd come in his room, or walk by the attic and Mark was listening to always John Lee Hooker is like the first thing.
Oh,
I
cool.
remember. Was like he had a guitar and would just sit on the side of his bed, and his CD player was right here that he had fucking. Excuse me.
No, it's fine. It's
One
fine.
of the only- I
Say
mean,
whatever the fuck you
talk
want.
about not being a disciplined person when it came to the CDs.
Yeah.
He's squared
Ridiculous,
away.
yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so I'd just come by and he would just be playing the same John Lee Hooker record and just doing his top note,
Yeah.
plucking on his telly. And
Following
I was
along.
like, that
Wow.
sounds good to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think like 2 years went by and we wound up starting to actually jam together. And
So are you the drummer in the band or?
Yeah.
Oh, cool, man. So that's an interesting dynamic because brothers are typically I guess Van Halen were that kind of setup. Whereas
I always forget that.
yeah. So how did you find out find your sound? Because it's one or the other. It's either Petty or
Petty Petty and or Jagger.
yeah.
Well, actually, I think when we connect, like when we play, there's a lot of stones because it's all in the feel of the jam. And Matt and I will connect a lot.
Yeah.
And I think that's very Stones. It's like rootsy, ancient groove stuff, you know.
Right.
And it's connected in our blood. But as far as structurally, when I go to write, I think I take a lot of Petty because he's very smart in the way he.
You're right. He's like an engineer.
Yeah. You know, and the way, especially now, we're trying to record.
Yeah.
We really want to go for that pettiness. You know, when you listen to that stuff he did with Jeff Lynne in the late '80s, early '90s, it's like, and I love all his shit, but like that stuff was just record making. I think on the greatest level.
Yeah, he was a genius.
Yeah.
He just like it was, as far as what he tells me in documentaries and stuff. It's like they're just like it's crazy how good he understands like verse, chorus, bridge kind of thing, and
He was very
how to
technical.
start a song and end it. And
You're right. The science
it's
behind it.
crazy
Yeah.
to me. You know what I mean? Like he's one of the best, just like structurally at songs, and then like how to get it out there and make you feel free. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he does that the best.
Yeah, those choruses, man. They just open up. Just yeah, very cool.
Yeah, it's so catchy too. So who produces the albums? Do you guys have anything?
We do.
You guys do
Yeah.
all that?
Mainly us.
Oh, cool.
Matt and I kind of
Very nice.
get our brains together and crash and mend and meld.
So when you guys track, are you guys tracking live, or are you guys going?
Basic tracks are live, and then we do vocals and all the overdubs.
Cool, man.
Very cool.
So you guys record at home, or do you guys record in the studio?
Up in Oregon was where the last album we did up there, Dangerous Promises, and now the next one we're working on now, we went up to Oregon last year.
Why Oregon?
A lot of reasons.
Oh,
We record the tape is number one. We really like that. Then it's cheap. The dude's awesome. This guy has this little studio. This guy Evan Mursky.
Yeah.
They're called Red Lantern Studios up there in Portland.
Oh, cool.
So you also get to get away
Yeah.
because we've tried like the going to PB every day.
Yeah.
And it's just like
Disruptive.
It's very disruptive.
Yeah. And life is still there, centralized while you're recording. So
How long were you guys out there this last?
where in Oregon?
Yeah.
We've done 5 days in a row, 8-hour days.
Okay.
Every time we go up.
Wow.
This will be round.
We're gonna go up. Yep, we're gonna go up and do overdubs up there, which we haven't done yet.
Okay.
Usually
We've done
we.
all the live tracks there.
Oh, okay. Good. And then what? It's like a road trip. You guys don't
Oh
fly.
yeah, that's the best part, man.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah,
bet.
hell yeah, hell yeah.
It's a good song too. You guys wrote Oregon.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, very good song.
that came out up there. That was the one like we wrote up there, so we
Okay.
called it Oregon.
Those lyrics were wrote on the road for sure.
Cool.
Some lines, anyway, I should say.
Yeah.
But real quick, Colton actually, our guitarist, showed us this studio, and the reason it came about was the Weird Fangs. So
Yeah.
we got introduced to it because his brother Kyle, Colton's brother Kyle, is a crazy dude,
Yeah.
and he wrote this record and recorded it to tape up there, and it sounded so warm and like raw for real.
Yeah.
And we were like, man, if we take that and like put our mixing ideas into that kind of warm feeling,
You get a
it's
killer
exactly
record.
what we want. So
Yeah.
we just bombed up there,
Good for you.
and that was the first record we really cut. You know what I mean?
So-
Besides house demos.
So you're saying you had a hand in the mixing. I mean, were you guys actually doing the mixing, or you guys were sort of there and helping guide the way?
Yeah, so it's kind of like a two-piece thing. We bring it back to PB. We have Pacific Beat Studio, Pacific Beat Recording. This guy Alan Sanderson runs that, and he's worked with the Stones, which was the biggest thing to us. He worked on Bridges to Babylon.
Wow.
Did some Fleetwood Mac, some Elton John, some Weezer.
Wow.
That's a good repertoire.
no kidding.
And there's more too.
Wow.
But, so I met
John.
him through a guy I worked with, and so I walked in there one day, started talking to him, and he was a real cool guy, Scottish dude, and we just took our songs there and to see. It was a little more than we were used to paying, so we were kind of reluctant at first, but we started getting the sound. So he does his thing on the computer and mixing things in, and
Oh yeah, the
So-
magic.
well, we're just kind of like, all right, we want more of that. We want a little more of that. I'll bring that up. Where do you think that should be in the mix? Well, I think it should be here, man. All right, well, all right, that's cool. Matt, what do you think? And that's kind of how we go about
Very
it.
collaborative. That's good.
It's very when you're doing it, it's way more like
Yeah.
every little thing, just
Of course.
agreeing on everything or disagreeing on things. You know what I mean? Like just one piece at a time. You know.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, it's a totally different process
but
than
we
the actual
don't
recording.
actually turn knobs, so me and him don't mix or record ourselves. I can barely plug in a microphone to set it up, dude.
Well, I'm glad that you guys aren't the types that kind of just drop off tracks and leave. So
No.
it's good to see that.
You're listening for
That's
like
your
a
baby.
month.
Yeah,
Tweaking, texting, hey, man, maybe bring this up.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Send it back to me.
The single
No,
we
no,
just-
forget that.
The single we just put out it was October till
Yeah, November to June, and we still weren't even happy with the mix. So.
Wow.
still not
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. You're never 100% satisfied, but
Yeah.
you have to let go.
November to June. That's 7 months
Yeah.
on one song.
So self-produced.
yeah.
How many of you guys in the band are actually involved in the production?
I mean, we all are.
Yeah.
Everyone has to.
Agree.
Yeah, we try and keep it that way. There's no,
Cool.
But me and Maddie are definitely, the final say. The other guys will kind of let it be a lot of times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Us-
They get it,
Which is super cool.
Yeah.
And we're
Totally.
so appreciative of that.
Yeah.
That
but they believe in you guys, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
How'd you find them?
we believe in them like they believe in us.
Yeah.
You know what I
Cool.
mean?
Yeah.
One's our
Even the
cousin.
bass player, huh? Those guys are usually
bass player.
it's only worthless.
He's the man, cousin Maddie.
Getting old,
race
though.
car driver.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, I like to talk shit about bass players because I'm a bass player.
Yeah,
So,
I heard that.
so it's fun. Do you guys, like, how many basses did you guys go through before you actually settled on this guy?
3. He's the third.
No kidding.
Wow, so you weren't kidding, huh?
Right, but it's not that process of elimination really. It's back to when we started in Staten Island. Maddie and I had Electric Mud. 2009 we started playing gigs, and we went into the Navy in 2010. And we would play shows here and there just for fun, even while we were in the military, with our 2 buddies from Staten Island. They're not with us anymore.
Okay.
They're not dead.
Okay. I was like,
That's why it's dead
we're opening a
silence.
can of worms. He just skimmed over that one, didn't he?
They're another band.
The guy, Dave Stagner, who was Matt's best buddy growing up, he's actually in this band Kitten. They're LA group.
Cool.
Now they're in New York, and they do really well, and they're awesome.
They're insane.
Similar sound, or-
performers, those
okay.
people, yeah.
It's pop. It's not the same sound as us.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I dig it.
Yeah. All right. Make sure to check him out.
Yeah, man. Their live shows is the craziest part, man.
So you guys mostly play in San Diego, live shows? Do you go up to LA or?
We've done a couple of LA shows, but we're really just trying to like build San Diego. And
Perfect.
I know I've talked to a few people in the business who've been like, "Hey, get your crowd where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
If you could build that to 1,000 people,
Mm-hmm.
you can do that anywhere."
That's true.
So we're
Yeah,
really
that's very
trying
true.
to listen to that advice.
Have
And
you
it's
guys?
nice because it's just stay in San Diego and play.
Oh yeah, it's much more convenient.
Yeah, fuck LA compared to San Diego.
It's easier to break in San
Yeah,
Diego.
yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah.
Easier on the mileage on the car too.
Yeah,
So,
no kidding.
do you guys pair up with bands? Do you guys have shows that you put together regularly with other bands?
Yeah, Broken Stems. We've done a couple now.
Okay.
We're gonna do the next one with them.
Okay.
We like those guys a lot, and they got that, good old rock sound. So
They sure do.
yeah,
Yeah, Jesse's real talented.
yeah, for sure.
Who else?
Oh, I would say Feng Shui Planet and
The reggae.
Oh, cool.
yeah, it's definitely they got their own thing for sure. They're sick live performers as well.
That's a cool name.
Gypsy Sally, which is cousin Matt's in another band.
Okay.
The bass player,
Uh huh.
and yeah, he rips it with them. They're pretty sick.
Did he move out from New York too?
Yeah. So
So you guys called him and,
Yeah.
he moved
Yeah.
out?
Exactly.
Kidding.
Hey man, I'm getting out of the military. Maddie and Colton were in the military. They got out a little bit before me, and then I was like, all right,
Yeah.
the pressure's on. You know, I'm getting out soon.
It's quite a leap.
We hadn't played with him. We hadn't tested anything. It was like completely
Blind.
blind trust because it's your cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was just like,
But he was getting a master's in. He just finished his
That
master's
too.
in music therapy. So it's like you better.
Oh,
be
good.
Yeah, you better know what you're talking about.
How often are you guys practicing?
We try to do 4 days a week when I'm in town because I go away for 3 weeks at a time with my job.
Oh, okay.
So when I'm there, then we kind of break. Cousin Matt works like 6 days a week.
Yeah.
These guys work 5 days a week doing construction and demolition.
full throttle demolition.
Yeah,
Whoa.
if you're in San Diego. Look it up.
And then do you guys, so do you guys call yourselves as far as genre? Do you guys call yourself just rock or?
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
So I like to put the roll in there for sure.
Yeah.
Because that is what it is. So
Yeah.
it's not just rock. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Do you guys do a lot of harmonies?
Yeah.
Sure
Maddie
do.
and I do a lot of live. We're working on it. We're working on it live.
Yeah.
On the records, we just go into the studio for vocal days, and it's like we just sit there and
Map it out.
no. Mark has the plan in his head as far as what that song is going to sound like with the vocals. You know what I mean? You can't tell a vocalist what to do. We established that a while ago to just leave each other alone when it comes to that. You know what I mean?
Oh, cool. It works.
When it comes to like telling somebody what to do, it's like, well, why don't you just get in there and do it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
It's a good philosophy.
we, to me, the back
There's
vocals,
plenty of
man, the
coaching.
harmonies,
You know.
Yeah.
All that. Hey,
definitely
do more of that.
seeking each other's, you know.
Full potential.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's definitely been getting it to an awesome level, at least an all-time high for us.
What's your experience been like with working with a producer? Have you ever?
No, not really. I mean, there's been people. We had one guy, this Steve Churchyard.
Okay.
Have you heard of him?
Yeah.
He worked. He did some stuff with Katy Perry's first album.
Mm-hmm.
Teenage
Yeah, that's where I
Dream.
heard it.
And he also did some stuff with Warren Zevon's last album, The Wind. So when I saw that, he's done a lot of other things, and I've talked to him in the studio because he was a friend of Alan's. But I didn't know who he was, and he would talk about like being in on Pretenders sessions back in the '80s, and you know, oh, this guy's cool. And then another friend of ours was like, you know, you guys should get him to like do some producing, but he's not cheap, you know. So he gave me some advice on a song, which was awesome advice.
That's cool.
On Flames, and he did that for free, you know.
Oh, cool. Was it on the chorus? Was it on the actual
Chorus
structure?
stuff, you know, back vocals, more back vocals. Hey, you should maybe cut this part out of it. Some stuff that we're not used to. We're used to doing our track, and like that's what we're gonna work with.
Yeah.
Not gonna cut it
Yeah.
and
Right. Elongated or
any
yeah.
of that
Uh-huh.
stuff.
Never has happened.
Okay.
And we don't play to a click. We just go live. And
Oh, you do?
And I'm not
Old
the best
school.
drummer, I promise you that. I just
'Cause
fall
I'm-
off time and speed up. Like Flame speeds up crazy.
But you
I
got a
didn't
lot of
even
heart
know it
behind your
until
playing.
The Alan pulled it up and was like, listen to 1 minute. He's like, wow, dude, you sped up a lot. And I was just like,
You were feeling
oh,
it.
I'm sorry, slowed down a lot. I'm like, what happened? I still can't even really find it in the song, you know?
On average, though, when you average it out, it probably is.
Dead on.
Yeah, exactly. No.
Not at all, bro. I mean, dude, our new record's definitely going to have some speed up, some slow down, some beyond fired up fills that just end in what just happened. You know, it doesn't really even make sense, but
But
that's kind of what we want to keep in there.
Yeah.
And he's always stressed that as well. It's like, man,
Keep what you guys do live.
This is the song. It's not about timing and it's not about perfection. It's bam, get this feeling out there.
I love
You know
that.
what I mean? So that's what we go for.
Yeah.
I think that's also the difference between the Petty and the Stones.
Yeah.
And us. The Petty part of us. I guess there's a lot there, but Petty is very inspirational. But as far as work ethic, it's like structured,
Mhm.
and
And
he
he
got more and more that way.
And
Yeah.
if you watch the documentaries, he was a beast at, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
at the work.
Yeah.
So we're trying to.
And the Stones, it's like get in there
Mm-hmm.
and freaking get the best feel you can,
Yeah.
and then you feel
Go from there.
that. Everybody feels it. That's
Yeah.
why when you go to a Stone show, it's like there's young, there's old, there's chicks dancing. It's like
It's true. It
everybody's
reaches a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's starting to become a dying art. Just the live, raw recordings without needing the metronome.
It is for sure.
We're
Yeah.
trying to let that not happen.
Good. Good for you guys, man.
Don't
So
let
do you
it
guys
die.
think rock is coming back as a mainstream?
I think I've always believed that it was going to come back.
Yeah,
Because things come back around.
for sure.
And the feedback we get when we play is like, oh, we need more of this. How many people say that when we have our live show? Like rock and roll. People want
Mhm.
rock and roll,
They do.
and I know it. Like when you when you put on music for people and you play them a good rock song, like everybody knows it from their childhood or
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
and they want it.
Mm-hmm.
They love it. So if we can get into that, if we get on course with that, or if we are on course with that,
Yeah, you're doing the right thing to bring it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how most things like that are cyclical. You
Yeah.
got bands like Greta Van Fleet. I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
got into those guys, but
Yeah.
I think they're helping kind of pave
They
the
are.
road to open it back up to rock.
Yeah,
That's
people
right.
are way into them now. Like,
Mhm.
they want that. They want that.
Do you guys find time to go to shows?
Yeah.
I'm going one today.
That's right. That's right.
We went to Arroyo Seco last month. We saw Neil Young and the Pretenders. And Jack White.
Yeah, he's
couple
awesome.
others.
Jack White.
Was he playing with a band or was it just him?
He had a band.
Okay.
Yeah. How many? I think
I
there
was
was
like-
four people or three or four people.
Yeah.
He had the two keyboardists right next to each other that looked like twins, and then
Cool.
Sean
Interesting.
with like the craziest
Sweet.
hairdo I ever seen.
He's amazing.
Nuts,
man.
man.
He is.
Everything was blue.
Oh yeah.
Blue and like steel. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
a
right on.
gray that shined.
He's
Yeah.
got a vision, that guy, for sure.
Oh yeah, and he gets it out. But
Yeah.
honestly, the Pretenders and Neil Young was like the only parts of that day that we enjoyed.
Yeah.
Really?
Besides some good conversation
Yeah.
and the road trip.
We
of
talked the
course.
whole time Jack White played too.
And
we were just
everyone
talking about
else.
music.
Wow.
Pretenders and we were just we went down some good roads that day. But man, that
Where was the
concert,
show?
At,
The
Is it-
Rose Bowl.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
There was they
Yeah.
had a 3-day festival there at that park.
it was just a weird festival, if you ask me. I don't know.
Yeah, what was it? What was the theme?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah,
Not
a
very
good
good
sign.
job.
Yeah,
it wasn't like
everything was so far away from each other too. Like
yeah.
Oh, all the stages
bands
and
was
vendors.
just like you walking forever.
Wow.
I guess I'm complaining right now, but Neil Young never
Neil Young.
disappoints.
Yeah, he's amazing. When the grunge scene came on, Neil Young really, like, he worked with Pearl Jam a lot. He did an album with them.
Godfather of grunge.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, so we think rock's going to come back too. I mean, everyone we interview, they say the new generation of kids are coming up, and they want rock.
Yeah.
I guess the mainstream is not pushing it. They probably need to see it more from.
The mainstream is so.
It's
I know,
just cookie
pissed
cutter
when I read
bullshit,
Rolling
man.
Stone magazine.
It's just robotic.
What the hell
Oh,
are you
yeah.
guys doing? Is there anybody who wants some inspiration out there? Like you just want the sure thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one takes risks.
No,
Risks anymore.
nobody. And they can. Those are the people who should be taking the risk. 'Cause they can do anything they want. And
That's
they
right.
Don't.
I think they expect the bands to, like you said, they want you to build the audience.
Yeah.
Once you have the audience, then come to us and we can, make you
That's,
explode.
yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah, it's hard work.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from your social media presence, which is pretty strong, I mean, do you guys still find the time to go out and kind of promote on the ground?
I definitely
Behind
do.
posters.
Good.
Although,
No, that counts.
Yeah.
We just bought a bunch of T-shirts. I'll give you all one there in my truck.
Oh,
Hell
we're going
yeah.
on.
Nice.
We just bought
Fuck
a bunch
yeah.
of T-shirts and just I've been out on town a lot, just passing them out every night to
Now-
people, and everyone's
That's
just
awesome.
Sick.
I love hearing that.
Do you
man.
have a
Awesome.
T-shirt gun? Like, yeah, one of those T-shirt guns.
I'll
Those
get
are
in trouble with that.
fucking. You gotta be kidding me. No, that's how you pass out
No,
T-shirts.
it's way more personal, man. This
No,
was like
yeah.
the idea behind it all.
Definitely.
Marcus was, down, obviously going to be away, but we just like pulled the trigger and before we left and got paid for it, ourselves, and we've just been giving them away for free.
That's amazing.
It's the best promotion possible.
Oh yeah, for
It
sure.
really is.
Who doesn't like a free shirt, and then who doesn't like one that says "Stay Savage" on the back? I'm telling you, it's great.
That's incredible.
People just get
That's
fired up.
fantastic.
Where do you guys go to promote?
I go to PB and promote. I try to make that like the central. I'm trying to honestly like build something where everyone knows about it. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to do that in person in one town. Some people hate on it that it's PB. It's like just a straight party town, and it's a young town.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, most of the people that I'm talking to and running into are my age.
Oh, good.
So it's like.
Oh, and
It's
for our
easy,
listeners, he looks
you
like
know?
he's about 68.
That's right. That's right. I'm 28. But,
You are, man.
But yeah, it's,
Young.
It's just this to me the sickest way to do it, and we're just.
I love that philosophy. I mean, you're not spreading yourself,
It's
thin.
not just an image
staying
online
focused.
or something. We're trying to be like, yo, this is who we are. You know what I mean? And this is how we sound when we play, and this is the energy that comes out, and this is what the place does when they respond to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then bring that exact feeling to people outside of that. You know what I mean?
Amazing, man. How do you guys book your shows? Is it internally, or do you guys use somebody?
Me and Marcus do it all. Marcus does most of it, but like,
Cool.
I just try to like get these certain shows that I can personally hype up to the people I know, and Mark does more of the booking emails, like really the hard part.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But I
It's a
book
lot of follow-up.
I book the shows that I book, and he books the shows that he books, and we do it in a different way, and we throw, different. He's always like getting us to branch out and like get spearheading the moving forward and like getting the better gigs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to invest in getting gigs that are
Right, to keep
gonna
up,
be
keep it
crazy
routine.
that people remember. So I honestly do it at most of the same places. But, you know what I mean? 710 Beach Club and PB is like I book shows there and just
No way.
try to make them into a sick party. You know what I mean? Book the opener, book the closer,
Yeah.
run the whole night. You know what I mean? And that's what we're into right now is like booking our shows with our, the people we want playing with us and making a whole night out of it with a huge feeling. You know what I mean?
It's a great idea.
But yeah. Anyway, to answer your question,
How'd you guys come up
We
with
do
the
it.
name Electric Mud?
Yeah, Maddie was watching a Muddy Waters documentary with
Of course.
Dave
the other
Stagnell.
bass player, Dave Stagnell, the original bass
And by
player.
the way, we started.
Oh,
when
yeah,
I
it was an album,
17,
right?
Not in 2009, man.
2008 we started jamming, and
That's
in
right.
2009 we started recording
Wow.
Okay, that's right. You did say we started.
and started
recording
playing
together.
shows.
Yeah,
That was 2009.
Okay, so 10 years.
can't mess with Mark on like
Timelines.
chronological
Chronology.
order or yeah. I'm telling you, it's good with music. I
It's a
don't.
history.
I don't do Google.
History,
I
guys.
just text Mark. He was on this song, and how was, yeah. I'm serious too.
But I love seeing a drummer actually being more than just a drummer. It's very refreshing to see. Yeah, it seemed like you got your heart in this and you're really putting yourself forward to, advance the band.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
You guys ever think of bringing on like a extra member, or you guys, this is it?
Is this your push to join the
Are
band?
you? What are you doing?
You guys need a tambourine player?
That's funny you say that because we do have a tambourine man.
No joke. And he's an actor, so he can get into cat.
Hell
He's
yeah.
a good one. So I just tell him, yo. He started on his own.
He's gotten drunk on stage, and Matt had to kick him off stage.
He fell.
Broke the tambourine all over the place. Broke the drum set.
Sounds like a tambourine
He
solo to
he
me.
fell on my
Sounds
drums
like a
while
job
I
I
was
can
playing,
apply to.
like the ride. He just crashed into my Ford Tom and ride, and I just launched him off. He's a lot shorter than I am, so it
was an easy
I
launch.
just felt so bad, and then I felt so bad.
Oh my god.
But this dude, I'm telling you, people are always like, "Who was that guy on stage?" That's why we have him do it because he's the best.
He's like the mascot of the band.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure he doesn't remember being launched off the stage.
He does. He's talking-
They had to like take him to the this was back in Staten Island that night, and they had to like take him to the ferry and get him home.
No shit.
So what was the first Tambourine Man show like? I mean, how did that even happen?
Marcus is
Yeah,
he graduated from some course in the
from
Navy.
Buds when
Yeah.
I was in the military.
Okay.
So he, yeah, you tell that story.
Well, he just came. I had all my friends come out for my graduation, or a couple of them. He came as a surprise. We were all playing. The band was playing that night at our party downtown San Diego, and he just
Which they're known to be absolute ragers.
Yeah.
Which is kind of how we got a reputation for.
yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
the military was really what gave us the platform
Huge
to
catalyst.
because that our crowd would be all these dudes from the military and
Cool.
girls, and it's stepped off now
Yeah.
that it's not just that, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But there's always this huge military presence in San Diego that comes to our
Right.
shows.
And they
That's
push
so
our
cool.
stuff so hard.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
They're all just like,
Oh yeah,
most of them are just solid people that are really trying to just believe in something, you know what I mean? And
Of course.
they just like to believe in us. It's awesome.
It's
So
a very
anyway,
loyal
that's-
community.
He started playing the tambourine,
Back to the table.
and everyone was laughing their asses off. He was just drunk, and then he would, he just doesn't. I mean, it's funny to watch a guy playing tambourine on stage.
Especially getting into it, right?
I'm telling you, there's characters, though. He doesn't, and he's, like I said, an actor, so it's perfect.
Right, he
You know
sells
what I
it.
mean?
He's a
All
good
night
actor.
leaning
too.
against
He's-
the wall and
he's
just.
good.
And then sometimes dead serious too, right behind my drums.
that is hilarious.
With the
That's
tambourine.
So funny.
Oh yeah.
Dude, you guys gotta like give him like a couple more
Oh.
instruments, like a triangle,
I
just for
got a
they've
big-
got
Wow.
But seriously, if we got someone else, I think piano or keyboards.
Yeah.
I mean, that goes back to, I guess, Petty and the Stones and all of them. You know, they,
Yeah.
if you
You
listen
can't
to
get away
those
from it.
albums, it's like, well, what do they got that I don't? Oh, they always have piano.
Yeah.
They always have organ.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really builds that
Organ
atmosphere.
in the background for that atmosphere is like,
Goes a long way.
yeah, it's huge.
All that oldie stuff too, like all the Motown stuff and all the stacks, all that stuff has the best organ parts that just make the song complete. You know what I mean?
It does.
And piano too, like Chuck Berry piano.
Oh yeah.
That's just.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of a kind. Nobody has done that since it's been done, nor can do it, and that's why it's just the best. You know, it's crazy.
Maybe you guys can add Tambourine Man to play some
Full-time
piano
roster.
too. Yeah.
I don't know if that's happening.
So what's this event, August 11th,
Yeah.
that you guys are putting
Um,
together?
Matt, you want to talk about it? Maddie's kind of put this show together.
Oh,
so
nice.
It's a big event.
Okay.
So we had a mutual friend who passed away, and then his parents, or I should say his dad and his, I don't really know exactly who started, but his best friend pretty much, and I believe his dad.
He's
Okay.
he's a SEAL, Charlie Keating, died in Iraq,
Oh.
and he's just kind of a legendary dude. He was an
Yeah,
awesome
he was
guy.
just special.
He was.
He just was himself, and there was no changing that, and he just drove that train, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When
So
did
his foundation was developed after he died, and
when was that?
2 years ago,
My
at
God.
May 3 of 2016.
That's so recent, man, for rock.
Yeah,
It's wild.
yeah.
Yeah, it's still happening. Hasn't changed.
Things are slower over there now,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was heated up in 2016.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Anyway, so
so is this the first type of concert for this foundation?
No, that's so we started. We played a concert and dedicated it to him basically, and got shirts, EM shirts for that repped him. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
good.
Charlie Keating. It was just a good show, and it happened, I think, like a couple months after he had passed away. So it was just fresh,
Yeah.
and everyone raged. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's the way these guys do memorials, basically.
Yeah.
And it's pretty sick to see.
Yeah. It's almost a celebration.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And it should be. Celebration of life.
The night he passed away was me and Marcus and my other brother went to just a gathering,
Yeah.
and it was the gnarliest thing I've ever seen, for sure.
What was it like?
It was all these dudes who have each other's back like you've never seen,
Yeah.
and we're talking hundreds. in a tiny little bar that they all go to. It's
Yeah.
like the one spot where only them go,
Yeah.
and you can get away with a lot of stuff there. So these guys, I walked in, man, and just being honored to be there, kind of a feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just got off a plane from Virginia Beach, hanging out with my buddy, and just flew back. Went straight from the airport.
Yeah.
Walked into this place, and I can't really describe it, and I want that to stay their thing. So,
Yeah.
but man, it was powerful. Anyway, so
So you guys will probably bring that to the
that's
show
what
too.
we're trying to putting these together. I've just wanted to make these shows about remembering that, basically.
Yeah.
To me, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And what was that? That was the most like no holds barred celebration of a life, and it was done in the exact fashion that he lived.
Oh, that's
So,
beautiful.
just trying to bring that to life once a year. You know what I mean?
It helps
And-
keep them alive.
Absolutely. It's not, to me, like, he wasn't my best friend. He wasn't, but I just knew this dude, and when I'd see him, it was like, you see your best friend.
Right.
Weird. You know what I
Right, you
mean?
make
He-
quite an
Yeah, there's
impact.
some people are
apparently
like that.
everyone says he's everybody's best friend, but
Yeah.
I tell you what, he made you feel like you were good to go when he was with you. So,
Are you guys doing anything different in particular to your sets?
well, we got all sorts of like things going on while we play. We got tattoos being given, and this is all hosted at the Music Box, which is a huge and pretty upscale venue. You know what I mean? Like,
It is,
and
yeah.
they're hooking it up.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
good.
So
Yeah.
we just got vendors coming out. All of people that I know, personally are cool people.
Yeah.
And are down to actually support and not just like.
Sell something. Or,
Yeah, like these are cool people who are working. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, to get this done.
Yeah.
So there's Black Anvil Tattoo Shop. There's Protector Brewery, Amplified Brewery,
Cool.
Ryan Bader, Rodney Mullen. Just like different people who believe in this
Cause.
thing that I'm talking about. That big feeling of just somebody having your back and just sending it. That
Well,
kind of thing.
What's it called? What's the
The
event called?
CK4 benefit concert.
Okay. Is there a website people can go to visit?
Musicboxsd.com.
Okay.
So you could just buy $5 tickets. We kept it super cheap.
Yeah.
All profits from the night. Besides vendors paying their base, you know what I mean, of everything's just 100%.
Goes to the
donated.
foundation.
Yeah. So everybody's just on board with having this benefit concert, man. It's going to be epic.
There's gonna be auctions and stuff.
Yeah,
Very
we got
cool.
Half Face Blade, which is a super reputable knife company making like just a fancy tomahawk and
Oh,
raffling
nice.
that
Yeah.
off.
Oh, really?
Raffling that off. Some signed boxing gloves from Ryan Bader. Some signed skateboards from Rodney Mullen. Just trying to get as much money as we can to just let the Keatings, foundation,
Is it just you
thrive.
guys playing that night, or?
No.
Broken Stems,
Yeah.
Feng Shui Planets, so two of the bands we
Cool.
mentioned already.
Yeah.
And then Rhythm and the Method.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We've never
Let's check
played with
those out.
Rhythm and the Method, but
How'd you find them?
I walked into 710 one night and they were killing it.
Yeah.
So, and they had a rock. She plays Italian stuff. It's a chick lead singer, and she crushes it.
Really?
She got a real soul, So
Oh, cool.
it comes out.
Yeah.
So anyway, we just booked them.
What's the date?
August 11th.
Yeah,
August
August
11th.
11th.
Okay.
6
2
p.m.
weeks.
the doors open, and 7 o'clock Feng Shui goes on. Apparently, it's going to be legit by the time 7 o'clock rolls around. So
Yeah.
get there early.
Excited for you guys.
Fun.
Lots of beer, lots.
Yeah, we got our own
It's gonna
beer.
be good.
Amplified Ale is making an electric mud IPA.
So
right
cool,
on.
guys.
It's legit.
That's amazing for,
Yeah.
for branding. That's a
Yeah.
that's a
They
godsend.
give us the
Definitely.
logo on the can and everything.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
What?
This guy snapped.
How
it
come
on
you're not
Saturday.
doing that?
Well, I don't have a tambourine, man, so I got to get that first. Then we
Listen,
then we
you
can start
Tambourine
focusing.
Man, you know who to call.
That's proof you guys are building a
Yeah.
good following.
Yeah.
Oh,
A
yeah.
big following.
Yeah, great credibility, man. So is it like a pale ale? Is it an IPA or?
IPA.
Easy IPA, yeah.
Okay. All right. Very cool. You guys planning on making it like an annual event?
Yeah, it's been annual, so this
Okay.
this is the third one. It happened right after it, passed, and then a year out from that, and a year out, here we are, almost.
Is there a website for the foundation people can log into? Because there are a lot of people who aren't going to be able to make it to the show.
Yeah.
but I'm sure they'd like to lend their
I'm
support.
sure they got a website up, but I don't know
They
if they
do.
haven't given.
I just tell people to look them up on social media
Google.
and stuff usually.
Okay,
But
Google
chuckheavy.org,
what is it?
chuckheavy.org.
Cool.
Um,
HEAVY.
yeah,
Okay,
you can donate and all that. So
good. Okay,
I'll put it in the show notes too,
beautiful.
so we'll make sure it's in there.
Yeah.
thank you.
So we love live performances, and I mean, you know, we'd hate to put you on the spot, but we got plenty of instruments.
I'm jamming Marcus right now.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Absolutely. Let's just jam some.
I've got a cajon.
Let's not
There's
play
got to be a
songs.
tambourine around here. One of us can smack.
There is a tambourine in the extra kitchenette.
I mean, I don't know what.
That's why I'm saying just jam. We can't play a song without the band. It's not going to be good.
I mean, we can play tracks too. I mean, it's okay.
Oh, I thought you were just putting me on the spot.
No, I do want to hear you guys play
Yeah,
live.
no, I'm on board for putting you on the spot. Like,
Okay.
you know, yeah, yeah. Let's
I mean,
love to hear you guys play.
Every show we do this, so at the end,
Yeah.
it's like, you know, a
I know.
song
I
that covers
didn't
up.
know that. We didn't get that until this morning.
Oh,
We got a text. Hey, if the whole band was going, they'd have you guys play live. But since it's just you guys, whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, that's nice to know. Actually happened before where we've gone to places and they're like, well, we were expecting you guys to play a song. But,
Have you guys jammed together? I mean, just yourselves?
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I'm sure when you guys grew up, I mean, since you guys formed the band, you guys still do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
I
cool.
mean, rarely.
Musically, it's easy, but not vocally.
Matt, did you play guitar too?
I play drums,
Okay, cool. I'm gonna.
and I'm a lefty.
Do you want to play?
Oh, you're a left.
I think the
I
cajon
don't have to
works for
switch
you.
that puppy road.
Hey, can you do me a favor?
Oh,
Is
man, I don't really do cajon, man.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so why don't we?
Not to sound like a turd, I just don't know how to play it, so I'm not going to try and figure it out on the radio.
It's nice. Radio plays the tunes, but no one's in the mood. Trying to cut loose, but I need a little more attitude. Sometimes you'll find it hard to get in the zone, but the songs are always better on your way back home. And I've been losing my way. Too young to get old, but too old to play. And I've been drowning, and I'm hopeless inside. I need to refresh my memory, refresh my mind. I need a shaker. I need a girl who wants to please me. I need a shaker. Yeah, a woman like a cool breeze. And shake me up, get me off the ground. Are you picking up what I'm laying down? It gets too heavy just hanging around. I like it better when I'm lost in the sound. I need a shaker. Yeah, a girl who wants to please me. I need a shaker. I need a woman like a cool breeze. Give a little muscle, make something out of nothing. But I've been dodging all these bullets, leaves me huffing and puffing. My mind ain't on the weather, but it's raining in my heart. And I drive it all the way, long as I got my guitar. I need a shaker. Yeah, a girl who wants to please me. I need a shaker. A woman like a cool breeze. Yeah, I'm so tired of dragging these tires. I'm hauling ass through empty streets. When I was younger, I was down in the gutter, but I found it easy to pick up the beat. And I need a shaker. I need a girl who wants to please me.
a shake. I need a shake.
Difficult without a band. Not used to that.
Thank you once again for listening to Granted Radio. Do you guys want to plug some social media handles real quick?
Definitely Instagram, Electric Mud Official,
Okay.
and that's our website, electricmudofficial.com as well.
Fuck yeah.
And Electric Mud Official at Gmail.
Oh, we can email you guys. That's great, man. I'm going to send you guys so much spam. You don't even know what's going on.
We get a lot of it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Of course.
You guys have a YouTube also?
Yep, our YouTube page definitely needs to grow. Electric Mud Official.
Hey, it's standing across the board, so I appreciate
Hey, I'm
that.
glad.
Not the Electric Mud Official, just
Electric Mud
Yeah,
Official.
not
Right.
Electric Mud with 2 Ds. Electric Mud with
1D.
I tell you what, there's quite a few Electric Muds. So
All right, fuck yeah.
As we said, it was a Muddy Waters album. We actually never got around to that story.
You know what's funny? I looked you guys up. I've got iTunes on my phone. I looked you guys up, and the first thing that popped up was I think the Muddy Waters album.
That's usually.
Yeah.
But
That's
he's
all right.
the granddaddy.
And we have the show on August
Of
11th
course.
also.
Yes,
Right? You guys have
of
the
course.
show on August 11th.
August 11th, you can check that out or you can get tickets at musicboxsd.com.
Fantastic.
San Diego, downtown San Diego, India Street.
Yep.
Hell
We're
yeah.
definitely gonna check that out.
All right, Hazem, where can we find if we want to listen to Granted Radio? Where do we go?
So Granted Radio is on all social media. It's on Instagram, it's on YouTube, it's on Twitter, it's on Facebook as Granted Radio. On the website, we're part of the Granted Records website. And you can find us on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher.
Fantastic. Email, if I'm trying to record an album, where do I go?
To tambourineman.com,
That can't be right. Let's try that again.
grandrecords.com, and imadaladdin.com.
Fantastic. Once again, thank you for listening to Granted Radio. Thank you. Half
Thank
of
you,
Electric
guys.
Mud. Thank
Yeah,
you
man.
guys.
Thanks
We
for
really
coming in.
appreciate
See you
you
next
coming
week.
by.
Yeah.
And fantastic set.
Absolutely.
That was fantastic.
Fun.
Thanks, bro.